What's up, guys? Welcome back to Doyennix Talks. It's your host, Doyennix. I want to start off the episode by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take or use what I say either to buy or sell a stock. I'm just here to talk about stocks because I just generally like stocks a lot. And I just want to talk about the business and to show me, learning about stocks. And hopefully I could teach you guys something about each company that I talk about, or maybe to show you guys a new stock term, or maybe teach you guys something. So again, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take or use what I say for any personal gain or losses. Now, today we're talking about Wendy's. Wendy's ticker symbol is WEN. And a little bit about Wendy's before we really get into it is that Wendy's was founded on November 15th, 1969 in Columbus, Ohio. Wendy's was founded by Dave Thomas. Currently, Wendy's has about 13,000 employees, full-time employees. Wendy's headquarters is located in Dublin, Ohio. Fun fact, did you know the chocolate frosty is one of the first 5 menu items when Wendy's first started? And still to this day is one of its top sellers. Now I want to talk a little bit about the operators of Wendy's. Right now, the current CEO is Mr. Todd A. Peningor. He is the president, the CEO, and director of Wendy's. Mr. Gunther Plosh is the CFO. And now I want to talk about a little bit about the EPS, right? So this one was really interesting because I kept finding 2 different reports, and I wasn't fully sure on which one was accurate and everything. When I checked Yahoo Finance, it says the EPS was 48 cents, and also when I checked on TD Ameritrade, it said 48 cents. But when I was on the NASDAQ and macro trends, it was showing that the EPS was 11 cents. I usually get most of my information from Yahoo Finance, so on this one, I'm just going to say the EPS was 48 cents. I could be wrong, so you guys can double check if you want to look into it, but for me, I'm going to think it's 48 cents. If you guys don't know what the EPS is, EPS basically stands for earnings per share, and EPS is just telling you how much money the company is making off of every share or every stock that is out there. Okay, the market cap for Wendy's is 5.4 billion, which makes it a medium-sized company. Well, medium-sized market cap, I should say. So, I remember I told you guys that I would talk a little bit about the market cap, in case you guys didn't know. And did some research on it, and there are 5 types of market caps. So the original 3 are small market cap, which is 300 million to 2 billion. By this, I'm just meaning like how much the company is worth. So a small market cap would be if a company's worth from 300 million to 2 billion. A medium-sized market cap would be from 2 billion to 10 billion. A large market cap would be 10 billion to 200 billion. In recent times, they have also added the mega and also micro caps. So a mega cap would be a company valued over $200 billion. A micro market cap would be a company valued from $50 million to $300 million. Market cap basically stands for market capitalization. Market cap is the total stock value of the company. If you want to calculate the market cap, first you find how many stocks the company has issued, and then you times it by the current stock price. So say Doyen company has issued about 100 stocks, right? So Doyennix company issued about 100 stocks, and each stock is worth $10. My market cap would be $1,000 because the 100 stocks issued times the $10, which is the price of every share, would make it $1,000 in market cap. So if you guys like just for a reference to show you what each market cap, like what company would be in which category, I couldn't really find any companies that's really well known that's in the micro. But for micro, I just put Funko. For a small market cap, I put Macy's. For medium-sized market cap, I put Wingstop. A large market cap would be GE. And then a mega cap would be Apple. And if you guys kind of want to know how much Apple is valued, Apple is valued over $1 trillion already, which is insane. Okay, now that you guys know that we know about the market cap and everything, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Macy's dividends and how it's gonna be a little bit. Macy, the dividends, they give them out quarterly. If you guys don't know what a dividend is, it's basically like how much money the company gives back to you for every share that you own. So when I say quarterly, it means the company will pay you every 3 months. 4 quarters equals $1. So if you divide divide a year by 4, you'll get 3 months. So every 3 months you're getting paid. Every company gives you a different amount back in dividends. With Wendy's right now, in the last 4 quarters, on August 31st, 2020, they paid about 5 cents in that quarter for each share. In May 29, 2020, they paid another 5 cents. February 28, 2020, Macy's paid 12 cents. And then November 29, 2019, they paid about 12 cents again. So you can see, from last year to now, the dividends dropped. And, obviously it dropped because of the, whole pandemic and how it shifted everything. But you could expect the annual dividend for Wendy's the annual to be 20 cents. With Macy's, their quarters and the annual ends differently than the year. It's not like January, February, March, and it skips then goes. No, it's different. Like their third quarter would be in November, and then the next quarter will end November 4th, and then the one after should be in February. So you'll just add in, November 4th, 2020, and then February, whichever day, 2021, and then that's when 2020 quarter will end. It will end in 2021. And so for the next 2 quarters of them paying dividends, it should be about 5 cents. So that would give you, 20 cents. 5 times 4, 20. So 20 cents would be your annual. And annual is just basically just means a year. So next, I kind of want to just talk about like some of the terms that you might like most of you guys might understand, or maybe you never heard it before. But earnings date is the day when companies release their financial report. So earning date is when they release their financial reports. Earnings report date is the date of when a company makes an official announcement about its profitability of during the time during its quarter. So most companies do it like every quarter. They announce their earnings. So basically, this is just an announcement letting you know when they're going to release the information about how profitable they was and everything. So remember, earnings report date is when they are making a official announcement of when they're going to release their financial report of, the time period, or like the quarter, or however they do it. And the earnings date is when they release publicly their financial, like what they gained, what they lost, did they earn, did they lose, like that. Another fun fact: Wendy's mascot is based off of Dave Thomas' fourth daughter, Wendy Thomas. And then I kind of want to talk about the total revenue, the cost of revenue, gross profit, operating expense. And I want to say I made a mistake in the last two episodes. When I was talking about the total revenue and, all that, when I was comparing the years and how much money they was making, I was wrong. The numbers are right, but I was wrong in the sense of, well, the numbers was wrong. But I was wrong in the sense of how to read the balance sheet. So basically, when I said, certain companies made 100 million, I was wrong. I was wrong. That was actually 100 billion. So when you go on Yahoo Finance and you look at the balance sheet, when you see the numbers of like the assets or their cost of revenue or their income statement, where it shows you how much they make, how much they're spending and all that, that is in the thousands. That's not in the hundreds. I was thinking it was in the hundreds. It's in the thousands. So it's 1,000 million billion. So it doesn't start from the hundreds and stuff. It starts in the thousands. So 1,000 million billion. So I want to start with this one for Wendy's. In 2016, Wendy's total revenue was $1,400,000,000. Cost of revenue is $800 million. Gross profit was $622 million, and then the operating expense was 53 million. Sorry, it's a little. I had to realize that it's in the thousands. I thought it was in the hundreds, so I got a little confused with the. 2017, the total revenue was $1,200,000,000. The cost of revenue was $600 million. The gross profit was $622 million, and then the operating expense was $341 million. So as you guys could see here, Wendy's actually dropped $200 million in total revenue. So the total revenue fell about $200 million, and then their cost of revenue also dropped about $200 million also, and their gross profit stayed about the same. It dropped a couple thousands, and the operating expense dropped a couple million, dropped about 12 million. So as the total revenue actually dropped in between from 2016 to 2017. Now in 2018, the total revenue was $1,500,000,000. The cost of revenue was $986 million. Gross profit was $603 million, and then operating expense was $9 million. So as you guys can see, their total revenue actually increased a lot, and it even passed this 2018 total revenue actually increased and passed its total revenue back in 2016, which is a good thing. Also, the cost of revenue did increase also by 386 million from 2017. The gross profit was 603 million, which is a lot less from the last 2 years, the last two previous years. In 2017, the gross profit was 622, and in 2018, the gross profit was 603. So you can see that they actually lost some money there. And the operating expense was 339 million. So as you can see there, they actually lowered their operating expense, which is really good also, because as you can see from 2016 to 2018, they just been lowering their operating expense. Because remember, in 2016 it started at 353 million. Then in 2017 it was at 341 million, and now in 2018 their operating expense was 339 million. The total revenue in 2019 was 1,709,000,000. The cost of revenue actually increased to 1,103,000,000. The gross profit was about 605 million, and then the operating expense was 320 million. So, if you're talking about the operating expense, as you can see throughout the past 4 years, they just been dropping the cost of that. Because in 2018, the cost of operating expense was 339 million, and now it's 320 million. So they dropped that about 19 million. The gross profit, they increased it by 2 million. It's good, looking all right. I wish it was more, but they did it. The cost of revenue actually increased a lot to $1 billion, and it actually increased from 986 million to $1,103 million. So, take into mind that when you're looking up if you want to invest here. The total revenue is also, it did increase by 200 million from 2018. In 2018, their total revenue was 1,500,000,000, and then in 2019, the total revenue was 1,709,000,000. 1,709,000,000. So you can see that they increased from there. These are all things that you kind of want to just keep in mind when you're researching a stock. I say always research your stock on your own. Make sure you like it. Make sure you, there's different stocks. You have stocks that's for quick money. You have stocks. You have stocks where you can make quick money. Not quick money stocks, but stocks where you can make quick money. There's stocks you want to grow with, and I'm the type of investor where I don't want to sit there and check my stock account all of the time, and I'm like, oh, is this stock good? Is this stock bad? Is this stock, no. With me, I just buy, and then when the time comes, like when the stocks are down, like for me, I have not been checking my account at all. Because all the shares I have are stuff I know is going to last a while. Because I did my research into it. To me, they look like they're going to last a while. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Unless something crazy happens. My stocks, most of them did all right during, these times. And I'm going to research them, to make sure that they're still good. And, I'll, release it and show you guys. But I'm more of a person just want to have a stock and just let it sit. I don't want to sit there and check my account and see like, oh, did I make money? Did I losing money? Am I doing this? No. I just want them to sit and just build and grow. For me, I buy stocks like when the stocks are going down. That's when I'm rebuying my stock. I try to buy the next year. I try to make sure all my shares are lower than the average cost or lower than the first time I bought it. Because I don't want to keep buying as the price goes up. Because then I feel like you're not really making money, and like in that terms you'll be able to lose more. So I like buying when it's lower than when I bought it, because then there's nowhere to go but up. And if it goes down lower, I just buy more. And that's how I am. I just like to be a long-term investor where I don't have to sit and look at it. Next, I want to that you should really look into if you're buying it for the long term, or whichever reason you're buying the stock for. You want to look at their assets and their liabilities. Just in case you guys don't know, assets is basically stuff that grows in value over time, and liabilities are stuff that just loses its value over time. So like a stock could be an asset because it could grow. If you pick a good stock, it could grow and basically build up your net worth. And if you have a liability, it could be like a car, because as soon as you drive it off the lot, you're going to forget, it's going to lose its value as soon as you drive it, and then you're not going to really be able to sell it back for the same price that you bought it for. Okay, so Wendy's total assets. This is when you combine all their assets, that they own. And these are as of, I believe, 2019. Their total assets is $4 billion. Almost, it's right there, almost at $5 billion in total assets. Almost there. It's at $4,994,529,000. And the total liabilities, pretty close, is $4,478,170,000. So as you can see, they have enough assets to outweigh their liabilities. And these are total. These are like, as in like, all their debt combined and all their assets combined. And also, when you're looking up the stock on Yahoo Finance that I use, you also want to use and look. Also, when you're on the balance sheet, you want to go to their click the assets and look at the current assets. That's a really important thing to also look at. Current assets basically means like debt or for assets, it basically means the current, like how much stuff that they have right now that they could currently cash out within a year. And that's basically what it is. So like all the assets that they can cash out right now, which is $554,047,000 that they have in current assets. Current liabilities is current debt or debt that you owe within a year. So current just means within a year when you talk about current debt and current assets. So with current liabilities, they have about $349,698,000 that they owe currently within a year, but they also have, in current assets, $554 million. So with that, they look pretty good. In case anything happens, they could pay off the current and still have some money on the side. Another thing you want to look at too is, you want to understand the company that you're investing into. You don't want to just, if you're looking to buy the company for a long time, you don't want to just jump in and buy whatever. You want to look in, is it sustainable and stuff like that. Wendy's mission statement is, we deliver superior quality products and service for our customers and communities through leadership, innovation, and partnership. Wendy's vision statement is, Vision to help the people become a successful business owners by owning a Wendy's franchise. We look for franchisers. We look for franchises who are committed to quality and not cutting the corners. Fun fact: did you know Wendy's was the first fast food chain to actually serve a salad? To actually put it on their salad on their menu. Or to add a salad bar. Wendy's was the first one. Another thing you want to look at too would be how did they handle themselves during the pandemic. I didn't really go into how they handled themselves in 2008. I just to see, because when everything first happened, I was thinking, okay, this is a good time to look at it to see how did they handle themselves and how did it go and how is it? Excuse me. And if you remember, early in the pandemic, articles was coming out saying Wendy's was having a beef shortage. Many fast food chains, not many, but most of them was saying that they was having the issue also. In May, the meat suppliers across North America had production problems that lessened the supply of beef at restaurants, and in this case, it lessened the supplies at Wendy's. So when Wendy's was faced with this, hey, look, you guys are not gonna be getting beef like how you used to. Like, we're having our own issues over here, and so you guys basically got to deal with it. And what Wendy's did was with this happening, Wendy's focused on their chicken products to take some of the pressure off of the beef. Around the end of May, Wendy was able to get everything back to get everything somewhat under control, to like somewhat normal, like how it was before everything. So that was pretty good of them, that you was able to see that that when things came up like that, they was able to handle themselves in a quick way to not really go under and to keep themselves afloat. Fun fact again. Annually, Wendy's serves about 300 million Frosties, which is pretty insane. Every year, 300 million Frosties. Now back to the Wendy's now. Wendy's was able to make, Wendy's, it was good to see that they was able to make a quick decision, move quickly. They realized, beef is the issue. So what they did was, like, hey, look, let's focus on our chicken in the meantime till we could get everything situated and somewhat good. And that's what they was able to do. And, it kind of goes with what was said in their mission statement. Like, they don't want to cut corners. They're looking for, just hard workers and stuff like that. This is the last fun fact, I promise. Did you know Dave Thomas has once worked with Harold Sanders? If you guys don't know who Harold Sanders is, that's the Colonel Sanders from KFC. He worked with him early in the 60s. And just to end off with everything, I just want to say 78% of all shares, let me see. 7.8% of shares are owned by all the insiders within Wendy's. So all, everyone within the company, and all the shares that they own makes up about 78% of the shares. 74.3% of shares are held by other institutions. So these could be Vanguards and companies like that. Vanguard is the first one to come to my head. It's massive. And 460 institutions is what make up the 74% of shares held by institutions. So that 74% is, between 460 other institutions. It could be LLCs, it could be actual banks, it could be whichever. And that's it, guys. This is a quick one I just wanted to do about Wendy's. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Is there anything that I can improve on? Just let me know in the comment section down below. And I want everyone to have a great day. Peace.